Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I'm having a little bit of trouble starting this reading. It feels like a little bit of a hiccup that's happening in the energy, and I feel like Spirit wants me to convey the message that you don't need to prepare for anything, or there's nothing that you need to say in particular in order for you to be welcomed into a space. So perhaps you're meeting someone new, or you're going for a job event or something like this, and Spirit just wants you to show up as yourself. You don't have to prep so much for something, or there's nothing specific that you need to say. It's something about your frequency and your aura that will be picked up on. You could actually be completely silent and it would all work out for you, is what I'm getting. Okay, so that seems like a message that needs to come through for someone. So anything else with that? Just be yourself. Even if it's weird, even if it's awkward, even if it's unrehearsed and clumsy, just be yourself. That's how people relate to you best. And often it's those clumsy, weird, awkward moments that are the most endearing and that are the most authentic, okay? So remember that in whatever it is that you're doing, or if you meet someone new, just show up as you are, okay? Yeah. So I'm seeing something about a clown, and that came through in the last reading. What about this clown? I feel like it's, hold on, let me just see. Magician. I said that weird. Magician. Magician. Okay, interesting. Maybe there's some like translation that needs to happen, an energetic translation between you and another. Something's not clear that is said to you, or something isn't clear that you're saying to someone, but it's your energy transmission that is important, not necessarily how you articulate yourself. I feel like you have the capacity to turn around some event that is scary, sad, or silly, or just feeling obnoxious at some level into something that is actually useful for you. Okay? Keep your head up. Keep your chin up. Specific message, I know. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of an energy check-in, and I'm going to look at the energies of your mind, your body, your soul, a relationship that's important to you right now. Could be any kind of relationship, where you're going in the future, past influences, as well as hidden influences. And I'm really guided to do this as a pick a card, which I'm excited for. I love pick a cards because it's kind of a co-creation, the reading between you and I, and you get to use your intuition in a more active way to choose your group. So let's pull out 3 cards from this deck so you can choose your group. Now, more than one card could be calling you, so there could be messages in multiple groups for you. So just do what you want. Watch a little bit of one, a little bit of another. Watch none. Watch all 3. Watch 2. You know, you do what you want to do. 3, 3, 3. Okay. Spirit. We need 3 cards. I'm hearing good vibration. Dun, dun, dun. It's just that sweet sensation. That song? I wish I could sing. Okay. We have natural abundance. I am the source. And reflecting my center of fire. Ooh. Okay, interesting cards coming through. I'm going to take a picture for you, and you can choose your group. Hi, Group 1, those of you who chose natural abundance. Let's see what else Spirit has to say about this, and then we'll get into the tarot. I feel like Venus energy is very important for you. Venus is a planet of abundance, specifically material abundance. So you could have a lot of Venus in your chart, Libra, Taurus, or any other earth energy, or perhaps Venus is moving through a house of yours that is particularly significant for you at this time. But I feel like with this abundance card, Spirit is talking about multiple types of abundance for you. Spiritual abundance, connectivity. Okay, so there's a certain heightened level of connectivity you have with others and with things. I'm hearing like with everything, with everything around you. You're an artist, even if you don't consider yourself to be. You're a very creative soul. I'm seeing someone pick up a paintbrush and start painting in these like loops here. Maybe the letter L is significant, but I'm hearing wide brush stroke. I don't know. It's like, but what I'm getting with that is you can cover a lot of the canvas easily. So as a metaphor, I feel like Spirit is saying you can create a lot in this lifetime easily and with beauty. So there's an abundance of connectivity you have to creativity and to those around you. There's also an abundance of hold on a second. Significant experiences is what I'm getting. I'm seeing like flashes of different events. You've had an abundant experience of significant events in your life. Some of these are very hard events. Some of these kind of snowballed. Others of you, there's like a spiral. I'm hearing a spiral, a sequence where it's like every 4 years, every 5 years. It could be different for each of you, but it's like within a few years, something happens. And then it's another few years and then something happens. These have valleys and peaks. So sometimes they're really amazing events and they light you up and they push you forward. And other times it's like a valley. It goes low and it's difficult. But this is like, the loops maybe. The loops. It's like a wave. Okay, this is your waveform. This is how you flow. This is how you move in this lifetime. It's much more exciting than existing on a straight line. This is what I'm getting. Okay, so abundance of connectivity and creativity and abundance of experiences, like more than the average person is what I'm getting. And these waves could have been tighter in the beginning of your life. I'm seeing something about Saturn. And as you grow older, you could find that the waves last longer, but they're spread out further. Does this make sense? So in the beginning, it was like up, down, up, down, up, down. And now it's like, oh, it's up. It's a great high. And then it's like, oh shit, we're in the dark night of the soul for a while, and it stretches out for a long time, a longer time. Okay, could be a couple days, could be years. I don't know. Different for everyone, but it stretches out longer than what it was before. But there's less of them. And this has something to do with like a graduation to a next level of lesson. Like the length in which these highs and lows are happening is important. It's a good sign. I don't know why or how else to say it, but it's nothing to get upset about. Even if the circumstances are upsetting, I feel like Spirit's saying don't be upset about the pattern that your life has taken, because it's the right one. And it is going to lead somewhere, and we're going to find out where that somewhere is in a second. But I want to pull one of these cards. Someone who loves you is thinking about you, I'm getting. We have the Pack flipping over. Inner work, deep connections, soul tribe. Number 38. Connectivity. There's something about the last reading coming through, something about that I did. Your wild spirit, connectivity to your wild spirit. Knowing you're not alone, you're in a pack. Okay, you're with the soul tribe. You're these longer periods that you go through are part of your deep inner work. And I'm also seeing like there's somebody who loves you. Okay, it could be any kind of relationship, but it's like when you're down, they're up. And when they're down, you're up. It's like crisscrossing, and you need to find out how to meet in that middle point more often. Whoa, this is kind of specific. So let me see, Spirit. Let me see. What deck is it that I want to use? Yeah, let's use this one. Where is it that group 1 is going? Where is it that group 1 is going? Where are you headed, group 1? I just want to see a little bit now, Spirit, and then we'll do the rest. Destiny. You're going towards your destiny. Okay, so we'll get further in with the tarot. Look at this beautiful card. My lights are like doing this weird thing, and there's like this haziness over the camera. I cleaned my lens, so I don't know what's going on, but sorry if it's hard to see because it feels like everything's glowing. This could be part of the message. I'm not gonna knock glowing, that's cool. Okay, so let's see. Group 1. Let's see what's going on for you in your natural abundance. I feel like those times where you are in the valley and you're going through something difficult, it's really important that you connect with others at this time, or maybe connect with creativity at that time, especially because it's so dark in this picture, and this is the picture of the pack. This could be any kind of connections you make. But there is something very healing about knowing that other people are experiencing something similar to you, going through similar emotions, that you're not alone in the world. The Hierophant. Okay, let me get the cards out here. Interesting. And let's see, Spirit, let's see the past influence and the hidden influence. Okay, yeah, there's your pack, is the hidden influence, 3 of Cups. And look at this picture, if you can see it, hopefully. It looks like abundance. It looks like this card to me. There's some gems here, some flowers, some crystals, and abundance happening. And this is the hidden influence, okay? So I feel like this idea of the pack, having a soul tribe, having a good group of friends, or being spiritually connected to others is part of your abundance frequency. It's like part of who you are. It's part of your imprint. It's a part of how you unfold in the universe towards your destiny. You're not meant to be alone all day, every day. You're not meant to be alone in your journey, in your spiritual path. And it's interesting because I feel like this energy of connectivity is increasing for those who are working on their soul, okay? And also for those who are healers and doing spiritual work. I'm seeing a lot of people connect with one another, including myself, with others, whereas before there was this kind of matrix element of competition and doing things solo and being independent. Now it feels a lot more, well, there's some kind of symbiosis going on. There's some kind of deep understanding that there's more than enough and that we can learn from each other deeply in ways that benefit everybody. And I feel like this is your hidden influence too, to know that as well. So depending on what you've gone through, and I feel like there have been, like I'm seeing a little bit here where there's been some tough spots. And when we go through those tough spots, we can isolate to protect ourselves, and that can be important at the time, but we need to come out of that isolation and not confine ourselves to, I'm hearing, a well of loneliness, a dried up well of loneliness. We need to reemerge and reconnect with others. Okay? Especially around things that we're passionate about. I'm hearing fuel. It's like we fuel ourselves by connecting with others through the frequency of love, community, laughter, and talent I'm getting. Yeah, some of you are real big artists, and there's like an artist community you need to connect with. Okay, so the past events here, or the past influences, we have 6 of Sticks, which is the 6 of Wands. Looks like a ladder to me. But it also reminds me of 2 separate forces coming together or finding that meeting point. You know, I was talking about the highs and the lows, and somebody else is going the other way. It's like you find where you're meeting. And so I feel like you've had a meeting of minds with someone, or there's been some kind of understanding about how to move on separately, I'm hearing. Move on separately. And if that's not for you, I'm seeing someone like break a wishbone. Some wish has been received, like you've received your wish. When it comes to 10 of Sticks, releasing a burden, an emotional weight, and finding some sense of victory here. There's also some kind of renewal that you've been through in the last 6 months. Like I'm seeing skin cells shedding here. This wood, this stick, looks pretty weathered. Like the waves have gone over it multiple times on the beach. It's just been kind of enduring the highs and the lows. And it's like now you're finding a way to build a bridge to a renewed sense of self. That's beautiful. So big victory you had here in the past. Okay? Healing. Something about matchsticks as well. Making use of all your resources and being grateful for what you have. This energy is still helping support you as you move forward. Okay, in your mind, we have the Hierophant. Hierophant. What is going on? Interesting. Something about translation or words. I feel like you're connecting with like souls from different walks of life. There's a difference here between you and others, and this difference is beautiful because you can learn from one another. Sometimes when we have like a BFF or even our romantic partner is just like so much like us, it can be easy and fun in the beginning because everything's like, you know, you want to do the same things, you think the same way, and those relationships are good. And there's nothing wrong with that, but there's also a lack of growth that can happen in those relationships. And it's only when we meet someone who's different and challenges our worldview and challenges our creative perspective that we begin to grow and shift into a new space, into our destiny. Doesn't mean we have to adopt whatever it is that they think that's different from us, but we can push ourselves in a new direction, or we're being asked to really think about why we think about the things we do and the way we do. Whoa, this is interesting energy, group 1. I definitely feel like there's a lot of information for you to take in. Okay, so the Hierophant is all about convention, higher levels of wisdom and knowledge. And I'm seeing this here as kind of like, it looks like a little broom to me. I feel like you're sweeping out some old beliefs that don't serve you. And these actually feel like old conventions or patterns that you used to subscribe to or ascribe to, used to really like be on this team, be on this side, believe these beliefs. And it's like now you've evolved, you've changed. And you're looking back and you're like, I don't think I think that way anymore. I think I've changed my mind. And those beliefs or those patterns, that energy I was working with before, like I can just sweep it out. There is something about that sweeping motion. Like, it feels rhythmic. It feels healing. So maybe you want to sweep a little. I actually do enjoy sweeping. It's weird. But yeah, maybe you want to sweep a little bit. Or maybe that means something to you. Because there are energies that you're clearing out of your mind. This is in your mind. So maybe you need to donate some books that don't vibe with you anymore, or get rid of old papers and things, you know? I also feel like you're ready to build something quite substantial. Tell me about this. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're ready to build something pretty substantial, is right. Something long-lasting, something that is more attuned to you and your frequency, something that can accommodate your highs and lows, that works with you rather than against you, something that honors your flow rather than asks you to be on a straight and narrow all the time, or be predictable in some way. You're building something that is long-lasting and that is so much a part of you. What is this? Can I know? Can I know what this is? What is it? The castle. Okay, a bunch fell out, but I'll take the castle because it goes with the 10 of Pentacles. Maybe some of you are literally building a home or a sense of home. It feels like a solid foundation. You're not going to get rocked anymore. Abundance, right? 10 of Pentacles, the castle, Hierophant. You're really good with your resources. Now remember, we don't want to be up in this castle all by our lonesome, looking out the window like, oh, where is everybody? It's beautiful in here, but where is everybody? Okay, let's not do that. Let's invite people into our castle. Build castles together. Okay, so that's important to remember. Share what you have as much as you can. Your overflow, share that. You're a leader here. Somebody's looking up to you, a mentor of some sort. Somebody who feels like they're going through a rough time. They're in the like highs and lows that are happening really quickly. And I feel like you're mentoring them. Maybe it's a child, a student, a client, and I don't know who it is, but higher plane. It's like they're looking up to you. Okay? So set the example for them through your own actions. What is that example? Repetition. Honoring your highs and your lows, your frequency, your repeating patterns. How else do I say that? I feel like if you have somebody that is looking up to you and that you're mentoring, or a group of people, there's something about reassuring them that whatever they're going through is something that you've been through or that you've witnessed in some way, and that there is something after it. Like the saying, this too shall pass, could be useful for you to convey to someone who needs that kind of advice. Radiant. Yeah. Try to emanate a kind of Hierophant energy, like a stability, a groundedness, but also share how you still continue to experience ups and downs, highs and lows. Okay. Body. We have the Daughter of Hills, which is the Page of Pentacles. So you're learning something new about your body, about your vessel. Maybe this is you're learning what foods that work with you and what foods don't, how much sleep you should get, how much sunlight you should get. You're watching things about health. Like you're learning something very important about your vessel and how to take care of it. Oh, does this look like a pomegranate? Yeah, some of you eat pomegranates. That could be helpful. especially if you're thinking about fertility things or hormonal things. This could be very useful. Fresh, I'm hearing fresh food is always good. So you're learning something about your body. Tell me more. What is group 1 learning about their body? Son of Sticks. It's about your energy. Knight of Wands. How much you can handle in a day. The finite energy that we do hold in a day. Like there's only so much we can do in one day. So we have to be very wise and smart about how we want to expend that energy and not burn ourselves out. So it's like you're realizing what's important, where you should put your energy physically throughout the day. There's some block that you've had. It's like something you wanted to do for yourself health-wise, but you've been like kind of like, oh, well, that's not possible. I don't have time to go do that, or I don't have the money for that, or whatever it is, or nobody wants to go do that activity with me, or I can't access that research I need to find out about that peptide I'm hearing. Okay, whatever. But you're finding a workaround. You're finding another way to do this thing that you want to do for yourself. Okay? Say you want to get stronger, but you don't have the money to go to a gym and lift weights or have a home gym. It's like you're finding another way to build strength, as an example. What else is group 1 learning about themselves and their vessel? Universe, the world. And when to stop. It's really like there's a message here about somebody like doing too much. Okay? And so you're learning when you need to stop and rest. Traveling is also good for your vessel. This could be small doses of travel within your current city, or this could be larger forms of travel across oceans. But there's something about traveling to different places that activates your body on the grid. Different energies in different places activate your body in different ways. Okay? High altitude might be good for someone here. All right, so let's see what's going on in your soul. We have the Devil card. What an interesting depiction. We have these two sticks bound together with this red thread, which was a theme that keeps coming up for me and that I posted about in the community tab. So if the red thread means something to you, check out that community tab post on YouTube. Like if you go to the screen there, on a computer, I think you have to be on. I don't know, but you go to community. There's a post about this. There's probably a lot of information there for you. I just got this deck, so I have never seen this card. So that's interesting. The red thread in the soul, binding together these two sticks. And these two sticks, of course, the way they're positioned look like horns, right? The goat's head. So let me see, Spirit, what's going on with the Devil in the soul? What's happening here? Yeah, interesting. We have Judgment. I'm going to get one more. Temperance, how beautiful. Queen of Wands at the bottom. This is big, whatever's going on in your soul. And I'm going to tell you what's going on, but it's big. Okay? It's big spiritual growth here. There's a certain level of kindness that you have towards yourself, a different level of self-love that you're stepping into or that you've recently stepped into, a self-acceptance, maybe of the way your mind works or the way your body is. There's also a mature energy coming through, recognizing how your life is rather than trying to change everything And yeah, it's like you're having an acceptance and recognizing that your life and your patterns and your frequency, they are what they are, and you can use them to serve you in the best possible way. You don't have to constantly be trying to change it all. Change is good. I mean, you can do that, but I feel like there's this war that was within, maybe long time ago, long time ago, okay? And now you're becoming more settled. And if you have a Saturn placement that is really strong, that can often be in, where there's a lot of restriction and a lot of frustration early on, and then later in life things tend to ease up for you. So you've gotten the hardest lessons out of the way, most of them, okay? And I feel like part of your awakening and coming into balance and realizing the depth of your connection to creativity and to others and to the world, a lot of it comes from those difficult experiences that you've had where you felt bound to fear, to toxic people, or just people that you didn't want to be bound to, situations. A lot of your spiritual growth comes from that. And not everybody's does. A lot of ours do, but not everybody. People grow in different ways through different struggles, but yours have been severe, okay? I also feel like here with the Devil, Judgment, and Temperance, in your soul, you have the ability to hold light and dark at the same time. And you have a lot of patience for yourself nowadays. Or you should. Okay. Relationship that's important to you at this time. We have the Justice card. Let's see what's going on here. Four of Wands. Well, in a real literal sense, there could have been some conflict that you had with someone around a home or some stability, security, and that's getting cleared up for you. Okay, like you are going to reap abundance in this situation. For others of you, there's a change in some union. Okay, tell me more about this change in the union. 9 of Cups. It is the change that is occurring in this union. It's happening quickly, I'm hearing. It is moving you closer to what you actually want, your destiny, to abundance. So if this is a union that you feel has been holding you back from abundance, whether it's a friend, family member, love, whatever, there could be an ending in this union to set you free, to move you towards abundance. If you feel like this union is supportive of your frequency of abundance, then there is a change happening that is going to get stronger, okay? So depending on your situation, the main point message here is that there's going to be a change, and it is to bring things back into balance for you. I'm looking at this and seeing like an eye, and I'm hearing to move you closer to the center of your eye. The center of the eye is the pupil, right? It's black. It's like infinity. It's like the unknown, the universe, and the pupil of your eye. But then also eye is in like the letter I, the center of your eye, and like you're moving closer to who you really are. Okay, what's coming up in the future for you, Group 1? We have the Hangman. Ooh. So, I said these cycles and these ups and downs. They're not really cycles. I don't want to call it that because it's more like I'm seeing it really as a wave. Okay, it's like a continuous wave. But these waves of energy that you move through, there's a certain wave coming up, whether it's a high or a low, I don't know, but you are going to have some kind of control over how long it lasts, okay? So this is, this is very important for you to remember, 30 even on the clock. So maybe the number 30 is significant here. It could be happening something on the 30th of the month, okay, or 30 days from now. But it's like you can expand the energy of that time. So if it's a really, whatever it is, good or bad, you're in control of how long it persists. Okay, tell me more about this. Before, when you were going through these ups and downs like really quick, I don't know why I want to draw this for you. I know you can see it in your mind, but I just kind of want to draw it. It's interesting too because it's moving from right to left. It's like this. Okay? So you started here, it was like all crazy at the beginning, or there was just a lot of intensity, a lot of instability, rockiness, one thing after next, and then it starts to get like longer there. I don't know. That's significant. Maybe you're seeing that waveform somewhere, but you're being able to control how long something lasts now. 9 of Swords. Yeah. You need to know this. Some of you, and this is not for everyone watching, okay? But there is a few of you here where you've dragged out, and I don't mean that in, I know that sounds negative. You've prolonged, okay, maybe that's less loaded. You've prolonged a difficult experience, something that's bringing you mental anguish. It's like you're stretching the time that it's going on for. And you're doing this for a reason, okay? You're not torturing yourself in doing this, so don't be hard on yourself. There's a higher purpose, a higher reason for you like stretching this thing out. Let's see, what is it? Inner light. Yes. It's like you stretching this out is revealing more and more of your inner light to yourself. Now, I'm not saying you need to stretch anything out that's painful or that you should. It's if you're already doing it and you're down on yourself for doing it. Don't be. I'm getting 999. It will come to a completion. It will come to an end when you decide to believe in your inner light. And how strong and powerful it is, and that you can move mountains is what I'm getting. Okay, for those of you who are not doing that, you don't feel like you're in that space. Let's see, what message do we have here? This card flipped over. The Stranger. Let's see. The Undertow. There's a new person coming into your life that's about to teach you how to let go. A King of Swords, King of Points. It's like how to let go of wanting to control something. They're going to show you how to do that. Okay, it feels exciting. It could feel scary to you, but ultimately there's a good outcome. Yeah, you might be a little resistant to this. 7 of Wands, the Moon, not know what's happening, where you're going, Emperor. But as soon as you realize that ultimately you are in control, okay, ultimately. And so you're able to allow yourself to lose control once in a while, like from your ego space. Because spiritually, soulfully, you are always in control. You got it. But it's like your ego mind wants to have control sometimes. And this stranger's coming in your life, or a strange event, experience, something new to you that's going to take you into this place where you feel like, whoa, this is crazy. I feel like I don't know what's coming next. Could be very exciting. Could be a little bit nerve-wracking. But if you allow yourself to go with the flow, you'll move closer to your destiny quicker. Okay, group 1, I hope that was helpful. That's what I have for you. And I'm going to go to group 2. Group 2, those of you who chose I am the source. So what I'm getting with this right away is that there's some kind of timeline collapse in a positive way. It feels like past, present, and future are all coming together. And this is opening some kind of door. Like I'm seeing this collapse, form some kind of boulder or round stone. And it's like somehow the round stone is what was needed to go through this rectangle door or square. Oh yeah, maybe it's like the Philosopher's Stone. Yeah, because there's a circle that wants to move through a square. Interesting. And this has something to do, oh yeah, and then the triangle, right? The Philosopher's Stone. Yeah, so then the triangle is past, present, future. So it looks like this. Here's the boulder, and then the door, and then the past, present, future coming together. But it feels more like a collapse. It's like they collapse into the circle. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, but you're doing some kind of alchemy, some kind of magic. You're finding something that you didn't think you would find before. You're coming across some new information. A door is opening, and there is something very important. Like suddenly I'm fidgety too. So maybe this is going to really you're going to feel it in your body, like electricity. You're not going to be able to sit still out of excitement. Or this could be a metaphor. Like you're metaphorically not going to be able to sit still. But you do need to find stillness to understand why past, present, and future are collapsing. I don't know exactly what this means, past, present, future collapsing. Well, I'm getting to show you a new timeline. So maybe there's things from the past, things that were going to happen in the future or have already happened in the future. We just haven't gotten there yet. It's like they're all coming together to show you something. Maybe you're having dreams, premonitions, but they're like entangled with the present and the past energies. It's cool. I feel like this is magic. The other card that came out when I was reshuffling the deck for you, group 2, is Strength. And I'm going to actually read it from the book because this tarot deck, they do something a little bit different in terms of what they write in the book, or what she writes in the book. Remembering the Sweet Fool Tarot is what it's called. Okay, so let's see what she writes. Strength. There is a fire burning deep in your heart. It yearns to rise up and meet with the sun. You take courage and make a start. You need to plant seeds today, sow them into the dark deep, down below the surface that seems cold and hard. They seek nourishment, your warmth, your heart. You need to plant seeds today. You are the start. Ooh. So a seed needs to be planted today. I am the source, right? The middle, you are that boulder, you are that circle, you are the middle ball of energy, the seed. Okay, let's get in further and see what else wants to come through. Help me make sense of this message, Spirit. So a seed needs to be planted today. Okay, this could be a seed in your mind. It could be an actual seed in your garden. It could be a conversation you have with someone. It could be an artwork that you create, whatever, okay? But something needs to happen today with intention. Even if it's sorting through old papers. I said that in group 1 too, I think. Maybe it's returning to something. But whatever you do today, do it with intention because it's a seed that you're going to plant. And with the I am the source here card, like your intention is going to create something as well as your action. Okay, so have the intention for what it is that you want to create. What do you want to see grow? or turn into something else is what I'm getting. And then take some kind of action to make that happen. Even if it's like 11 o'clock, 11:30 at night, and you're lying on the couch and you're watching this, you're like, I ain't doing shit now, Andy. No, you are. Okay. Watch this with intention. Be intentional. What information are you looking for? What are you going to do with this information? You know, be intentional when you wash your face before going to sleep at night, like as a cleansing process. Like, be intentional. Plant a seed. Damn it. I don't know why. It's like Spirit really wants you to do this now. Okay? What do we have here? Prosperity, wealth, contentment, and abundance. Number 17. Yeah, whatever you plant today is going to turn into prosperity. This is why Spirit's like, hello, let's do this. There's no excuse. Because it can just be a thought. It could be the first line to your poem. Whatever it is, you know, just one simple thing, just one simple little small seed. And then we have enchanter, self-evaluating, awakening, and purpose. It's like you're cultivating something right now. Number 22. Some of these words I'm saying, like magician, number 22. I don't know, like I'm having trouble like speaking. Again, something about like going beyond words is important. Or maybe I'm just having a bad day with Mercury. So let's keep going and see what else we get. This is beautiful. Plant a damn seed, group 2. I don't know why I feel like I have to say that damn part, but like you got to take this serious. Let's see. Actually, before we get into the tarot, what is this damn seed that needs to be planted? I feel like, you know, you got a good sense of humor. Some of you don't, and that's okay. We got limitless, the cemetery, and transparency. One second. Get to the limitless in a second, but with the cemetery and transparency, I feel like Spirit's asking you to be transparent with yourself, honest with yourself about why you buried something, or why you laid something to rest, or what you need to lay to rest if you do. But it's like there needs to be a little bit more reflection and understanding of this ending, of this burial. Okay? It doesn't have to be a whole bunch of reflection, just a little bit more. It's like, I don't know, it feels like there's some kind of, I'm hearing token. There needs to be some kind of realization here. Maybe it's like your token to get through the next portal into this timeline collapse. And I feel like once you have this realization, or maybe somebody actually did pass and you need to think about it a little bit more. I don't know why. I don't. But this is what I'm getting from the cards. Once you are more transparent with yourself, okay, and it's with yourself, it's not really with anyone else. It's like just understanding what's really beneath the surface of your feelings or your thoughts. It opens a door, and this is where the potentials become limitless, because there's a certain sense that, like, by doing this, you know yourself deeper and more authentically, and there's a certain kind of resonance and frequency of honesty that comes up, like, in your system and through your chakras, right? I am source, right? And it opens your field to receive prosperity. I don't know why these are all connected or how, but I'm going to trust that it makes sense to you, or we'll see as we unfold the cards some more. I also feel like Spirit is saying right now, today, there is a thinning of the veil between worlds. Okay, there's a transparency. It's like you can see beyond. This has something to do with the timeline collapse. You can see into the future. You can see way back into the past, maybe to your ancestors here. It's like you can see limitless timelines and information that is of value to you right now. And these are the seeds. So pick your seed carefully, what you want to plant. I know it's super abstract, but I'm reading energy. So, I mean, it's going to be a little bit out there at times, at least for me. So let's see. Let's go further. When was the last time you were at a cemetery? It's been a long time for me, actually. I had a little bit of a goth phase, so I spent some time in cemeteries taking pictures. Actually, it's where this is relevant. If I'm talking about this, it's a message for someone. It's where I started my interest in photography. Okay, some friends of mine bought me my first SLR camera. It wasn't digital, it was analog. And I went straight to the cemetery and took pictures of flowers and bugs and geese and like very few graves, actually. Life, I took pictures. Oh, this is interesting. I took pictures of life in a place where there was nothing but death. That's a message for you. So you're transmuting something from death to life, or you're understanding how the two go hand in hand, the ending of something and the beginning of another thing, or how life continues. Two of Cups for your mind. Let's get all the cards out. I still have those pictures. Maybe I'll post them on the community tab or my Instagram, maybe. Yeah, my Instagram. They're very special to me. And I feel like there could be something very special to you, a token, something from the past that you could bring into the present that will tell you something about what's going to unfold in the future. And as you do that, a new timeline opens. Is making sense to you? Mind, body, soul, relationship, future. I don't like the way that felt, and I don't like the card. And because we're creating our own timeline, we're going to do it again. I know some people won't like that, but you are the source. So that's I never do that. So that's a message about free will. And the worst card came out. Oh no, okay. But that's a message about changing things. We'll get back to that. Okay, and the hidden influence. The card that initially came out was the Four of Cups. And that's like rejecting this message or rejecting the limitless potentials that are available to you. And then the card that decided to come out after is the Devil. But I actually think it's a better card for us to discuss because it came out with the King of Wands. Okay, so in your mind, we have the Two of Cups. Yes, there's a union here. Oh, look at this beautiful flower. Is it a flower? I don't know. Looks like it. It's opening and there's this light. Oh, can you see it? I can't even see it really when I look at it here, but when I look in the camera, something about cameras and photography, when I look in the camera, I hope you can see it too. It's like these two glowing figures here come emerging in the center of this flower. I feel like there's a message in here about a soulmate. Could be one you've never met, could be one you have. I don't know, but there's a coming together here because you're transmuting some old energy. I also feel like there's two spirits around you. Like, it almost feels like for someone, it could be family members for sure. Yeah. But they're benevolent spirits. They're beautiful spirits, okay? Tell me what else is going on. This is the mind spirit, the mind. Son of Hills. This is the Knight. Oh, this is cute too. This is the Knight of Pentacles. The two suns. So there's a union that's been a long time coming. You with another soul. I don't know who it is, but it's been a long time coming, and you've been moving slowly towards this. And there's something you're doing when it comes to collapsing those timelines that's opening this door for this union to come in. And this is what your mind is manifesting. And you're doing this carefully, okay? You're not going to take any Joe Blow or Mary Sue, by your side. You're being very intentional about who it is you're calling. It could be a friend even. You're being very intentional, yes, and patient as well for the right thing to come in. So it might feel like it's moving slow, but it's moving. The star for your body. This is 100% renewal of some kind of health, okay? This could be a renewal of immeasurable health. I don't know exactly what Spirit's saying here, but it feels like perhaps this is like chakra healing or energy healing in your body. For some of you, it could be like, I don't know, an actual getting over something, or, you know what I'm saying? Getting rid of something that's been causing you health issues. But I feel like because it's the star and it's all shining here, there's something like healing energetically in your body, perhaps your solar plexus, your will, your drive. This ball again. Yes, this ball. There's also something about your eyes that can tell you about your vessel. Moon. Ooh. For those of you who have had some kind of turbulent mental health, I do see that there is an act of vulnerability that you're going to take or do with yourself, I feel, that will move you towards healing. There's something about acknowledging a difficult feeling. It's not really a difficult experience that you need to acknowledge. It's more like a difficult feeling. Maybe you've been trying to cover this up in some way, but acknowledging it, bringing it into your awareness, could be anxiety, somehow gives you more of a sense of control over it. Okay, so some of you maybe have been telling yourself it's not, I'm just going to hide it, it's not that bad, or I don't know. And maybe it's not that bad, but you just need to think about more about the feelings surrounding it. Hold on a second. Give me a little bit more here. There's big shifts happening in your body with the star and the moon. We have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, something about mental health for sure for someone. And the Page of Pentacles. I also feel like you're going to understand how something you've been wrestling with in your mind has actually been affecting your body quite a bit. There's something about like the power of your mind to heal your body. That would be a good avenue for you to pursue. Yeah. Maybe just thank your body for what it's done so far and what it continues to do for you. What else needs to be said here? There's a lot here. It's kind of deep and it's a little bit complicated. So I don't think I can be too general here. Disorder. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of different messages here. So I think the main point that Spirit wants to convey is that there's big shifts and energy changes when it comes to the way that you perceive your world and perceive yourself. And you're learning something about how to work with any kind of limitations that you have. And you're also learning how the symbiotic nature between your body and your mind. What you fuel your body with impacts your mind. What your mind is doing impacts the way your body is handling things. So there's some kind of understanding of the link between the two. I have sickness at the bottom. Yeah. Okay, so take this message or leave it. Some of you are going to start working with someone new when it comes to things that are going on with your body, and that could help you. So yeah, take it or not. But let's see advice for this. 7 of Cups. Stay open to different ways to heal yourself. Okay? Also, don't forget about the power of your mind and imagination. Imagine a different frequency, a different life, a different pattern for yourself. That's all you have to do. It's just imagine it. That's it. Because the Philosopher's Stone is coming up with transmutation and things are changing. There's shifts happening here. So even you just being in that imaginative state of like how else you could experience life will somehow activate something. King of Pentacles. It will give you some kind of solid foundation. Now, I also feel like for someone here, there is like maybe a naturopath or like an alternative practitioner or like somebody new, a new group of people, like something new that you have yet to explore that Ace of Pentacles, that could bring you a lot of answers and help. Okay? So let's move to the soul. We have the 9 of Sticks, which is the 9 of Wands. This is being a little bit tired, but I can understand that, especially with what's going on in the vessel. The mind is so beautiful, though. It really is. No matter what's going on, it is still beautiful. Okay, there's just something about you having a different perspective of it. Plant a seed today. Maybe that's the seed that you need to plant. My mind is beautiful. My mind is powerful. I can perceive things differently. I can imagine something else. I can allow myself to open up to different avenues of healing. I'm not limited in the way that I heal myself. Okay? That might be the seed to plant for those of you that this is resonating for. Okay? Others of you might be around somebody who's healing something. Okay? And I feel like you just being there with the 2 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles for so long is doing more work than you know. Okay, this let's find out about the 9 of Sticks, 9 of Wands. Tell me more, Spirit. 5 of Cups and the 2 of Swords. It's interesting, we have Death at the bottom. there is a transformation here in the energy, but it's interesting because when we started, like there was like this burst of energy. It was like, we're the Philosopher's Stone. I am Source. We're going to be doing all these things. We're going to be getting prosperity. We're super strong. We're going to plant the seed and so forth. And then the Two of Cups, we're going to meet some, like it was all super positive, right? And then we got into the vessel and things started to shift a little bit. Okay, so I think that's just something Spirit wants to bring your attention to about how, I don't know what to say, how to, Eight of Cups. How maybe when you focus on what isn't working for you or what feels not good for you, how that can impact all of the potential that wants to unfold for you. And it doesn't mean that you're not allowed to focus on those things, but it's just like understand the relationship between the two. You can't just be over here energetically doing something and it doesn't affect something over here in your life. Like everything's connected. Okay, I don't know what else to say about that, Spirit. Okay, that's enough of that. I'm hearing stop, so I'll stop there. Okay, so in the soul, we have Five of Cups and the Two of Swords. This is a decision about continuing to fight something. Give me one more of these cards, and I'm going to read it from the book, Spirit, to help me with this. Didn't I just have that? No, I have Two of Swords. Now we have Two of Sticks. Okay, I'm going to see what this says in the book as a guided message for your soul. What's going on in the soul? Where are we? The writing's so small, so hold on a second. Maybe that's a message too. Something is hard to see. But then also about the photography and the pictures. I don't know. There's so much going on here. There's so much going on. Okay, in the vast space of the in-between, there is enough to know how we can grow, to share the air, the light, the dance, the mix of you and me, to use our might, to flow, to be. I just feel this strong coming together of you with another. Maybe it's another version of yourself that you're coming together with. But the advice here is to know how much you have left to grow spiritually, actually. You know, you are Source. Your potential for growth is unlimited. It's limitless. All right? And I feel guided to say this, so take it or not, but how do I say it properly? I don't know how to say it properly. Hold on. Pure medicine. Well, nothing ends. Nothing can be destroyed. Okay, we only change forms purely, truly. We're all energy. Okay, nobody knows for sure what's on the other side. But my intuition and my soul tells me that there's so much more to unfold. And so much peace to experience. Okay? A relationship that is affecting you most at this time, we have the Six of Points, which is the Six of Swords. You could feel like people are mentally disconnecting from you or moving away from you, or that you've moved away from someone else. There's been conflict here with the Five of Pentacles. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And this isn't helping you, okay? This is making things feel a little bit more up in the air. So let's see, advice. Hermit. Yeah, I feel like it's best to leave this connection alone for the time being. Or if you're in it, then the conflicts that happen in it, it's like, don't fight. Don't fight it. Okay, there's no sense in fighting here to have your way or to be heard or to change someone's mind. It's only going to cause more imbalance, upheaval, and just shit you don't need. So it's best to kind of take a step back from it in whatever relationship this is. Yeah, and allow yourself to have the time and space, Ace of Swords, for you to like understand what's actually going on in this dynamic, because you do need to go within with the Hermit, like separate yourself a little bit from whatever this is in order to really like have that, aha, I get it. I know what's happening here. Now in the future, we have the Devil and the King of Wands. This is actually amazing. Now that I see the whole reading and all the energies, this is you taking charge. This is you not letting the devil get you down. Okay? All the fears, all the restrictions, all of that, the destruction. This is you taking charge of yourself and your own fears, but also anything that comes in your way. Look at the devil here is only these two little sticks, these small little sticks bound together with this rope. You are this beautiful tree trunk, solid, rooted, with the roots going underground and the branches going high into the sky with leaves and life. Whereas the devil is just these two sticks. And you have the power here to overcome any kind of fear and stand strong. Okay, so in the future, I see you standing very solid, very strong, very stable, and not letting two little twigs get you down or hold you back. All right, group 2, that's what I have for you. I hope that helped. I'll see you next time. Group 3, those of you who chose reflecting my center of fire. And as I was shuffling the deck to get ready for your group's reading, the Magician card fell out. And I'm going to read this card for you, and then we'll talk more about reflecting your center of fire. So this card here says, I sit quiet and still, and a little golden bird delivers a whisper as a thought. Your heart is the key, and in your body is the map. Your inner eyes can see the way, and it's the magic in your very fingertips that brings life to the clay. Gently hold open your hands and receive the gift of a burnt twig, and remember how to play. This is really a beautiful message here about your divine will and your ability to create your own reality. Now, I know there's a lot of structural barriers that many different people face in different ways, but Spirit's coming through with some kind of divine support for you, delivering it to you as a whisper so that it can turn into a thought of yours that you can really project out that beautiful energy you hold inside and make it into your reality. It's like a projection of that beautiful light you have, just creates that reality, reflecting your center of fire, your will, your drive, what it is that you want to move towards. Okay, and finding ways to move closer towards that, no matter what the obstacles are. Even if it's just a little inch forward that you can make, take the inch. Okay? Don't get perturbed and don't get discouraged by obstacles that seem far away, but are real, but seem far away, okay? Or it's like, well, I want to do this, but in a month from now, blah, or in a year from now, blah, or what if this person up there says this and I can't, like, no. None of that, okay? Because your divine will supersede that energy. Like, I'm truly getting that there's nothing that you can't do. You just have to really know that. And again, I understand that there's shit in life that feels like we can't control it and sometimes we can't. I understand that. But Spirit is saying something different to you here about your ability to really bring into form what you already have inside. You already have the magic. You don't need to muster it up or borrow it from someone or develop it. You already have it. You just need to remember. You just need to remember that you have it so you can access it. It's already there inside of you. This like ability to, I'm really seeing like this light beam like out of your solar plexus. It's like just create this like reality that you can step into. It almost looks like literally a projector or a hologram or something that you create, but it's real. It's like as soon as you see it, you step into it and it's yours. So I don't know what it is that you want. Do you know what you want? Because Spirit's saying now's the time to get it. And how this card ends is with the word, in the book, what they say, how it ends is play. Remember how to play. So important. When I get in here, this is like play for me. I'm playing. You know, I'm having fun. I'm using creativity, imagination, intuition, like I'm playing. And there's a freedom in that, and there's a joy in that, and there's a growth in that play. Okay, you have to play responsibly, but play. Have fun. Okay, because this is where you're going to find your most sacred moments. For some of you who are in a connection, you need more play in the connection. You need to play more with one another, have fun with one another, bring out each other's inner children. Okay? That's for some of you. Let's go further in and see what else Spirit wants to talk to you about. What else, Spirit? The key. Inner calling, clarity, and intention. So if you were like, what the hell? Where is everything that I've been promised that I know I can have? Like, where is all of it, Andy, and all the other tarot readers? Where is all of it? Well, the key is to play. That's the key. Enjoy it. Do you remember what playing felt like when you were a kid? What'd you play with? What was like your favorite thing to play with? Who did you play with? You know, go back to that time. Did you have an imaginary friend? Maybe it was a spirit guide. Okay, so there's something about understanding that energy of play or bringing it back up to the surface that will enact your divine will to move closer to your inner calling. Now, like I said, you have to be responsible with play, so there has to be an intention here. I don't just step in this room and say, okay, I'm going to have fun now and play with my cards. No, I set an intention that I'm going to be working with my intuition and with Spirit to deliver messages for the highest good of all. So have some intention around the play that you do, but enjoy it. There is something calling you, and whatever's calling you is trying to bring you more clarity, okay? And for some of you, it has to do with like being held or a connection or finding, I'm hearing your other half, could be an aspect of yourself. There's, hold on. We have the island, sanctuary, and investigate. There's a place where you're meant to go to investigate. It could be an inner place, or it could be an actual space, a sacred space, a sanctuary, a place that you're meant to go that is like free of external distractions and influences. Like we have a playground for play. We have a play pen. We have a playing field. Like we have these spaces that we carve out for play, for safe play, or for play that has certain intentions around it. So perhaps you need a certain space in which you can play. Okay? Whatever that means to you. A sanctuary, an island where there's no external forces aggravating you or getting you to dull down in density. I'm seeing a sandwich. I don't know. Looks like a sandwich someone packed for a kid's lunch. I don't know what that has something to do with density. I don't know. Okay. Let's get further in and see what else Spirit wants to talk to you about. Development. This is a part of your spiritual development, is understanding the significance of play. Like, it's a big deal. We talk about ascension, we talk about vibration, we talk about frequency, twin flames, soulmates, what other spiritual concepts are floating around out there and come up regularly. Talk a lot about portals and timelines and blah, blah. It's not blah, blah, but you know what I mean. Those are common words in the vocabulary and the lexicon of tarot reading and spirituality. But what about play? What about play? Because that's where it's at. Yeah, look at this. 3 of Swords and the Moon. I'm seeing this, I know these are difficult cards, but I'm seeing this as like, I'm seeing the 3 of Swords as a kind of frustration. Okay, it's like painful not to play. See how this bird here, there's a line in the sand, and it's like, I want to cross over to that other side, to the playground. I want to go to the playground, but it's almost like a barrier has been created because there's been a fear, like, you don't know what's over there. You can't go there. Okay, so I don't know. This feels a little repetitive, the message. So I don't know how much longer it's going to be, but like what else is going to come through. But I feel like Spirit is saying, like, was that in Gemini's reading? Beware of the too serious. Yeah, I think so. Okay, hold on. Let me get 6 of Cups. Nostalgia, childhood. Okay, let's get the rest of the cards out so I have more context, Spirit. That's what's in your mind, the 3 of Swords and the Moon. This is difficult. You know, group 3, I feel like for some of you, your idea of play has almost been tarnished, corrupted, tainted by people playing games with you in a manipulative way, and not an expansive way, and not a creative way, in a way that wasn't safe. Okay? And I feel like this is part of your healing. Yeah. Somebody could have played mind games with you, or maybe you're just exposed to manipulation in society in general, right? But whatever it is, it's like, I don't want to play games. That's what you're saying. And that's what we say, right? We don't want to play games. What's that phrase? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, or silly prizes, whatever it is. It's like, you don't want to play games. But think about that for a second, just like the language of it, because when we were children, that's all we wanted to do was play games. but they weren't tainted at that point. Interesting. There's something so particular about this metaphor. I feel like you need to heal that idea of play. I don't know why. Okay, maybe someone cheated in a game. Maybe you were in a game that you didn't even realize you were playing. Okay, and so now like it's somehow like affected your inner child and your inner child's desire to play. Okay, and that's part of your healing. It's to like think about that some more in some way. Maybe, I don't know, do some work around that. Like, did someone play games with you? And what does that mean for your inner child who did like to play games, but the good kind of games, right? The games where you had a fair shot of winning, or where everybody was playing for fun and not for control, power, and manipulation. Because I feel like if you heal that in some way, then you're able to allow yourself to open this space inside of you that projects out that reality. Let's get further in, Spirit. These readings have been like very specific and a little complex. I think it's the deck. Okay. Let's see. The Fool. Yeah. It's like you need a new understanding of having fun playing and the unknown and like exploring. Okay, really, like, I know it's a tarot reading and not a therapy session. I understand that. Okay, but whatever. We're here and we're doing this thing. And the guidance that I'm getting for you is that you should think about what was your favorite game when you were a kid, and how can you play that game now as an adult with intention to manifest what you want. Okay? Now what's going on in the body is the Seven of Swords in reverse. You're cleansing out the mind games. You're cleansing out the deception and the lies and the manipulation and the restriction to your fire, to your solar plexus, to the center of who you are. You are cleansing out any negativity that got in there or twisted things for you. That is what is being cleared from your space. So let's see. What else do we want to say about that? Hermit. This is a very private and actually a sacred process for you. Okay. Wow, these messages. Spend more time with your body. Like, really love your body and how unique it is, how cool it is. Maybe read up on things that bodies do or how they work. It could change your relationship to what you think about yourself. I also feel like you will be hugged and loved and touched and cared for again. But now is a time to allow yourself to release the not so nice energies that have come in contact with your body or your vessel, or have just energetically affected you. So spend some time with caring for yourself and allowing those energies to move through you, cleanse out of you in the way they need to and in the time they need to. So maybe some of you want to take a little bit of space from intimacy just for the moment and know that it will come back again for you. Absolutely, 100% do not try to heal yourself from a past relationship by being intimate with someone else, like just to get over it. That would be, for this energy I'm reading right now, and in general, but especially for this energy I'm reading right now, that would not help you. You need to be safe to play. Feel that sense of security, safety, love, respect. Eight of Wands, the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and the King of Cups. I do, like, I just see energy, Eight of Wands, moving through you, Two of Pentacles in reverse. It's like moving the sludge out, or the, like, the ickiness, or the old cells of your body are turning over, you know, they're shedding that were formerly involved in something else. It's like we renew ourselves. Our body continues to renew itself. It's pretty damn cool. So who you are a couple years from now is, like, literally physically not the same person you were before. It's not the same body exactly. It's new. So remember that you're in the process of renewing yourself and working through that. And there's something about your emotional state right now that needs to just be grounded. So you don't need anybody else coming in and messing up with your play. So there's a message here to spend some time alone, eat what you want to eat. You know, if somebody around you wants to eat something, you're like, oh, I guess I'll just have, like, all this crap food just because it's, you know, I'm with them and, like, I don't want to seem like I don't, you know. No, it's your body. You're sovereign. You have free will. You put in your body what you want to put in your body. And if someone else has a problem with that, well, that's a red flag. Okay? So that's a message for someone. Let me move on here to your soul. We have the Eight of Pentacles. What's been interesting, this is just coming to me, what's been interesting in these readings, it's like first we start out very kind of like exciting, positive, easy messages maybe to digest. And then I feel like you start to slide into the energy a little bit more and trust and have faith a little bit more in the process or the messages that are coming through. And then it's like spirit like lifts up the cover and shows me what's underneath. It's really interesting. And then we get into the harder aspects of the energy. So this is another message coming through to me about trust and how important it is to build trust. Okay? With yourself, absolutely, and also with others. And we can't really trust others if we don't trust ourselves. And if we don't listen to what we need, mentally, physically, spiritually, we continue to ignore our needs, then we break trust with ourselves. So it's a time to build trust, and playing can help you build that trust. Your inner child will trust you to listen to it when it says, hey, I need to have some fun. I need to have some fun here. Can we have fun? You say, sure, let's do this for an hour. These are our intentions. This is the space we'll do it in. These are the people we'll allow in. These are the people we won't. And yeah, let's have fun. Okay, build that trust with yourself. Yeah, and then you'll be able to detect more easily players who should not be in the game, in your play. Okay, so your soul, Four of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, I see this as like you reworking a certain space. Investigate, sanctuary, the island. It's like you taking yourself out of one space and putting yourself in another place. This could be like literally happening. You're moving or you're traveling or something like that. Or you're switching things around in your house. Could be something like that. Or just energetically. It's like I'm extracting myself from that and I'm going over here instead. But it feels to me like Spirit is saying that your soul has a destination, like it knows where it wants to go. It's not just like I'm leaving here and we'll see what happens. There's something you actually want to move towards. So this has to do with your divine will and your magician frequency. It's like make that space that you want to go to. Know what it is, okay? Because you're not... You don't need to feel like you're lost out at sea in the wide open space. Interesting. There is a destination. There is an island for you to go to. Maybe you just need to work on it a little bit. Some of you should put some bells on your door. I don't know. It's just coming through. That's another way, right? To like ensure safety. It's like you can hear when someone's opening your, like a metaphor, right? Or actually, it's like you can hear when someone's coming into your space. You're not taken by surprise, because I feel like you were in the past. What else is going on here in the soul? What else is going on in the soul space? Temperance at the bottom with Emperor beneath that. I feel like you have a very strong guide with you, okay, who, well, they're kind of like the referee, okay? So Spirit blew the whistle on something, okay? What card do they give people in soccer when they've done something illegal? Is it a yellow card? I don't know. They gave someone the card, okay? And they said, get out of here. This is like, you can't be here. So you have a referee spirit. That's nice. Let's see, in your soul, group 3. Radiant. There we are, the lotus. Yeah, there's just this beautiful energy that wants to radiate outwards. What's hiding here? Destiny. This card was turned over. Destiny. Your destiny could feel unclear to you, but just finalize, create, or develop this space that you want to move into. What does it look like for you? How do you build trust and security and safety with yourself? Not out of fear. This isn't like to make yourself safe because you're fearful. It's more just like put the damn structures up so that you can just enjoy yourself and you don't have to think twice about it. Okay? Your future, we have the star. Let's see a little bit more about the star here. The cemetery and the castle. Yeah, it's like you're moving the wilds. You're moving from like some space that, I want to say even a dead space. It's like there's no life here, or like things needed to change here. There was something that needed to end, to die. You maybe mourned it. And then you go through this moon space where it feels like unknown, uncertain. What are you going to do? What's happening with you? But this is a short period of time. And I feel like you're already coming out of it to like, I'm going to build a damn castle for me to play in. Like, that's what I'm going to do. That's my sanctuary. Okay? So you're making big movements here. And the energy, the relationship here that's affecting you most, I almost missed it. Like, I almost skipped right over it. Maybe because Spirit doesn't want to focus on it too much, but it's the 8 of Cups in reverse. I feel like whoever was like, got a penalty or was removed from playing with you isn't accepting this too easily. Or you're having a hard time potentially letting that go. The undertow, the heart. Ouch. Yeah. Okay. This situation took a lot of your attention, a lot of your time. You were invested in it with your heart, but it pulled you under, okay? It pulled you under to a place that I feel like just didn't work for you. So, advice on this, Spirit. 8 of Swords and the 2 of Wands. Well, yeah. But what else? Hold on before I say that. What else? Burrow, exhaustion, questioning, motivations, and realignment. The advice is with the 8 of Swords and the 2 of Wands, like it's your choice whether you want to give your heart away to someone who's not playing fairly or who is playing a mean game. Okay? Or someone who doesn't want to, play nice. Yeah, they just don't. So for whatever reason, and Spirit's not showing me all the background of it, just that they blew the whistle on this energy. It could be work, could be family, whatever, love. It's your decision, your choice if you want to spend your mental attention, time, and energy, which is your manifestation machine, your mind. If you want to spend that over there, then you're just going to manifest the same frequencies over and over again. And you have some inner calling here for clarity and to set your intentions to really create the reality that you can. And Spirit is saying, spending time attending to this situation here, as brutal and heartbreaking as it was, but continuing to put your energy there is exhausting. It's getting you to question your own motivations and maybe feel a little lost and like there's obstacles. And Spirit's asking you to realign with your destiny. Okay, the star, your destiny. To heal, to move forward, feeling guided, to shine that inner light of yours. Okay, I'm gonna read, no, I'm not. Okay, let's take, I want a closing card though, Spirit. Yeah, let's go in from here. Okay, I'm gonna get a closing card for you, Group 3. Let's see, what does Group 3 need to hear to close this message? What is it that Group 3 needs to hear to close this message? New moon, beginnings. A new beginning. And look at this space, this portal, like this safe space you're walking into. Beautiful. Okay, let's see. Number 2. You are offered a fresh start. Your journey is beginning. Take the first steps towards something new. It is time to place emphasis on your health and well-being. This talks about the new moon, which is tomorrow. So maybe you want to do a little bit of a new moon ritual or pay respects to the new moon because it's a time of new beginnings. Let's see if there's anything in here that I feel you could benefit from. When the new moon appears in the lunar cycle, we are gifted with a new beginning and a fresh start. What we have identified as useless or unneeded anymore has been released in the void of the dark moon. And here waiting is a new chance. Here we get to renew our lives and feel free enough to risk trying again. Whether we are asking for a fresh start in a relationship or a new love, or heralding the actioning of intentions such as better health, a new business, or the start of a new project, riding the new moon energy will assist us. This is perfect timing for you. All right. I love you so much. I really hope that helped. I'll see you next time.